What's going on, everybody? Steve V here with another video. Hope everybody's doing well out there. So today I'm going to do a quick review of the NBA Jam 2-player Countercade from Arcade1up. I picked this up off of eBay for $220 Canadian. That was my only real way of getting this cabinet because it was not sold here in Canada through any retailers. So it was either eBay or I guess I could have went the Arcade1up direct route, but I'm sure shipping would have really killed me. So eBay was the cheapest option for me to get my hands on this great Countercade. Now the reason I picked this up is because I used to have the 3/4 scale cabinet, but I ended up selling that cabinet because I wanted to get more room for some cabinets that I had a little bit more of a connection to. The thing was, I ended up really missing NBA Jam. I really enjoyed that game. So I knew I had to get it back somehow, even though I've completely run out of room for 3/4 scale cabinets. So when I saw that Arcade1up was doing a 2-player Countercade, that was an NBA Jam cabinet, I knew I had to have it. So I waited patiently to find a way to end up getting this because, like I said, it was not available in Canada. So when I seen there was one sold on eBay for a pretty good price that would ship to where I live, I snatched that bad boy pretty quickly. So really happy to have this in my possession. We're going to take a look at it. And we'll start with the exterior, then we'll talk a little bit about the 3 games, and then I'll give you guys my overall impression of this amazing Countercade. Okay, so we'll start with the light up marquee. The light up marquee looks fantastic. Not washed out at all, very evenly lit. The blacks are actually black, the reds, the blues, the yellows, the orange, the white. Everything just pops and looks very vibrant. I'm really glad that Arcade1up is finally starting to put light up marquees on their Countercades. I had the Gen 1 Countercades that didn't come with them, so we have to go third party if we wanted a light up marquee on our Countercade. Now that these are finally coming with the light up marquees, it just gives it a more complete look, and I gotta say I'm very impressed with how this light up marquee looks on this 2-player Countercade. Then we'll go down to the bezel. The bezel is a nice clean black with the white lines to resemble a basketball court, just like I remember on the 3/4 scale cabinet that I had. Same kind of bezel. And then the screen is an 8-inch screen. Now, a lot of people were saying to me that they thought it would be too small to play this game comfortably. Honestly, when me and my wife were playing, it wasn't an issue at all. You're so close to the screen that it actually feels like it's a pretty good size for you to play this game. And I didn't feel like I was looking at too small of a screen. It felt like it was the perfect size for how close we were. So I gotta say, I'm liking the screen size, and you're able to see it from any angle. There's not really any ghosting or just very clear. And like I said, it seems to be the perfect size for how close you are playing on this control deck. And then you got the 2-player control deck here. So this is the first generation of these 2-player control decks. They did NBA Jam, Ninja Turtles, and Marvel Superheroes. I was really curious to see how comfortable it was going to be to play on these 2-player control decks. And honestly, it is very comfortable. Me and my wife, 2 adult hands. It didn't seem like we were crammed in the space at all. We were able to play it very comfortably. I get people have different size hands, so maybe if you're someone that has a big enough hand and you're playing with somebody else that has a big enough hand, maybe it might be a little tight. But me and my wife, we have 2 normal size hands, so it wasn't an issue. It seemed like we could play it comfortably. The artwork looks fantastic on this. And I'm really impressed with how comfortable it was to play on this 2-player Countercade. And then you got the speaker. The speaker hole is actually at the bottom. I don't know. Can you guys see it? There you go. Yeah, so it's right at the bottom. This thing gets surprisingly loud. I was actually really impressed with how loud it got. And I think it's because, with the volume, going towards the bottom and kind of bouncing back up, it just really, vibrates through the room. It gets really, really loud. I have it right now at, I think, about a 3. But normally, and that's because I'm doing my review, but normally I have it at a 6, and 6 is pretty loud. So, the speaker seems pretty good. And then we'll take a look at the side panel. So the side panel is your classic NBA Jam side panel. Looks fantastic. Yeah, just honestly, this is a beautiful two-player Countercade, and I am very impressed with how the aesthetic looks when it comes to this beautiful Countercade. So this Countercade has 3 games. It has NBA Jam, NBA Jam Tournament Edition, and NBA Jam Hang Time. So these are the 3 same games that are on your 3/4 scale 4-player cabinet, and also going to be the 3 games that are going to be on that XL cabinet that's coming out, the Shaq Edition cabinet. Now, all 3 of these games are great. Probably the best one, in my opinion, is NBA Jam Tournament Edition. I'm going to go into this one to show you guys, so you guys can see how the actual game looks on the screen. And then I'll show you guys the settings for each one of the games. But yeah, 3 great games. So you guys are going to see right now how it looks. So yeah, when you're playing, you know, you're fairly close to the screen. So the fact that it's an 8-inch screen, at least to me, it doesn't bother me. I feel like I'm seeing a full-sized screen of gameplay here. It doesn't seem too tiny at all. So yeah, it looks fantastic. So we'll get out of this, and I'll show you guys the settings. So we'll start with NBA Jam here. So for the settings, you see head size, which was, I believe it was a code in the actual game. You can make their heads huge. So it's great that they added that as a setting. Then you got drone difficulty, you got computer assist, demo sound, and scan lines. I know scan lines is a big thing to a lot of people, so great that they added that. And then for NBA Jam Tournament Edition, all the same, but you got tournament mode. That was not on the regular NBA Jam. And then Hang Time, same thing. Tournament mode is added, but then it's all the same things as the other 2 games as well. So yeah, a great cabinet, 3 solid games, great settings. The only thing that's missing is the Wi-Fi. It would have been nice if they included the Wi-Fi on this Countercade, because then you would be able to play with the people that have the 3/4 scale and the XL cabinet, but unfortunately they didn't add that. So if you wanted to play other people through Wi-Fi, unfortunately you can't do that with this Countercade. But in every other way, this thing is exactly the same as your 3/4 scale or the XL cabinet. The only thing that's missing is the Wi-Fi, unfortunately. Okay, so final thoughts time on the 2-player NBA Jam Countercade. I would definitely recommend this Countercade to anybody that's interested in picking this up. It's a fantastic product. The light-up marquee is beautiful. The screen was great. I did not find it too small. Very comfortable to play the game on because of how close you are to the cabinet. I found the 2-player control deck very comfortable. Again, you know, maybe if your hands are a bit bigger than mine, you know, I have a pretty normal size hand. My wife's hand's pretty normal size. If, you know, you have some bigger hands, maybe it would be a little crammed. But for us, it wasn't a problem. The cabinet looks beautiful. The artwork's beautiful. There's a little USB port on the side. I did forget to mention that, but I'm not going to do anything with that, but I'm sure somebody could find some use for it. The volume is great. Like I said, it gets nice and loud. I basically feel like I have my 3/4 scale cabinet back, just in a shrunken size, you know, same 3 games. Again, it sucks that there's no Wi-Fi, but that's the only negative. Other than that, it's a fantastic cabinet and a fantastic product. I'm assuming, you know, with this NBA Jam 2-player Countercade being so great, I'm assuming the Turtles and the Marvel Superheroes one must be just as good. So I would definitely recommend the NBA Jam 2-player Countercade, but I could probably recommend the other 2 2-player Countercades as well, because I feel like they're probably the exact same as far as just, you know, great marquees, great screen, great sound. And then obviously with the games that are on them, they picked some amazing games for these 2-player countercades. So would just recommend these 2-player countercades in general, but the NBA Jam one, fantastic. Big thumb up. 2 thumbs up, actually. I would actually put 2 thumbs up together, but unfortunately I'm holding my camera phone, so I had to do it that way. But 2 thumbs up. Would definitely recommend this product. Thanks so much for watching the video. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And let's keep gaming.